one game away. Blow up. We're playing for something, man. We're playing for something. It's gotta mean something to you. It gotta mean something. Everything you got. Let's finish this.
Do it, fellas.
Let's go.
Let's do it, fellas.
Finish 2 3. 1 2 3. Finish.
You view this season as a failure?
Oh my God. Okay, because I'm not that up. You asked me the same question last year, Eric. Okay. Do you get the promotion every year on your job? No, right? So every year you work is a failure. Yes or no? No. Every year you work towards something, towards a goal, right? Which is to get a promotion, to be able to take care of your family, to be able, I don't know, provide the house for them or take care of your parents. You work towards a goal. It's not a failure. It's steps to success.
You ready to make history? Come on now. Yeah. You know, there's these two words. And when I say them, people get goosebumps cause they know what happens next. So without further ado,
free smoke.
Look, scared cause I'm drowning in silence with bad thoughts. These days I don't have nothing to say, man, the bag talks. I put in headphones on my driver. Pull up to the spot and give a good dick and Godiva. I can't lie, I'm uninspired. No more pillow talking about nonsense. I only stick around to put some band-aids on my conscience. I don't know why I feel so bad, nigga. That's what we do, no foundation. We don't build no more, we just screw. Half a bottle of Henny, girl, I'm going with the wind. The same niggas say they happy for me, ain't want me to win. So I'm done on my friends. Don't need help popping Coronas and reminiscing. I just call up Big Bro J and say it's time for venting. If I live forever, I hold this hate for some centuries. You don't know how much or how you doing what it meant to me, but motherfuck all that. I don't even offer up the time to make the call back. Stupid Lodo, if they don't get the picture now, man, I crop them out of the photo. I can't relate to my peers. Been doing this shit for years. I'm motivated by fears. I took the wheel and I steer. My sound not dictated by fuck boys in Atlanta. Stay gifted like this album was ghost written by Santa Bars forever, like they decided to throw me under Slammer. Every song's a hit like they picture me underhanders. I could drop 1,000,000 songs, but they never gon' understand us. Soapbox sermons for niggas never giving chances. Fight our whole lives to get these weak ass advances. Work twice as hard for the shit that they getting handed. And this ain't even nothing we chose, nigga, we branded. Still can't tell why all of these niggas mad at me. I'm trying to get 100 so I can put my team on salary. Give it all to the art, man, I turn my life to a gallery. Man, damn, what a fucked up masterpiece. 1,100 shots and I swear, man, I felt them all. If we ain't even good on our block, man, who can we call? Pre-decline state of mind, we broke crabs in the barrel. Got us fighting our folk, man, this shit just a life of peril.
You don't understand what's happening here. I'm in God mode nowadays, son. I'm the tribal chief. I'm the head of your table. I'm the provider around here, huh? I'm the greatest of this generation, no questions asked. I'm the greatest universal champion of all time, which makes me the greatest to ever do this.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Kicking It With Saint. I am not happy. I was trying to record a Ronda Rousey episode of Wrestling with Saint, and I kept getting interrupted, legitimately, throughout the entirety of me trying to record the episode. I was going to curse. Of trying to record the episode, I kept getting interrupted. So you know what I said? I'm not supposed to record this Ronda Rousey episode right now, clearly. Clearly that's what's going on. So I'll just hold off on that one till a little bit later tonight. However, I do got some things to talk about, because I'm a little bit irritated, and I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a little bit irritated. I've been watching a lot of sports shows the last couple of days, man, and the nonsense is going on in the sports media is ridiculous. I'm looking at Get Up, and I'm looking at Greeny be mad about Aaron Rodgers being the 7th ranked quarterback in the NFL, when indeed, Jeff Darlington, you are right. The problem with that top 10 list is not Aaron Rodgers being at 7, considering the season he had last year. Also, Greeny would not have had a problem with that if Aaron Rodgers was not a Green Bay, if it's not a New York Jet. Once again, a problem with the media. Jeff Darlington, you are correct, sir. The problem with that list is Lamar Jackson being ranked 10th behind quarterbacks who he so very clearly is better than. But Greeny not one time through his whole little diatribe said anything about Kirk Cousins being ranked over Lamar, about Jeff Goff being ranked over Lamar. But sure, let's go on this little tirade about Aaron Rodgers being ranked 7th after missing the playoffs last year and having loss in the game that could have got them to the playoffs. But sure, that was the problem. What's going on with the media, man? Is the media become so obsessed with its own interests, the people who work in sports media, that we legitimately will not get? I see the problem now. You think people tune in to see the New York Greeny talk about or go on diatribes about how he's not happy because the quarterback of his team is not ranked in the top 3 when Lamar Jackson is so very clearly being underrated? But no, let's talk about Aaron Rodgers. What's up, bro? What's up with these TV shows? What's up with these sports shows? I gotta watch Nick Wright, who don't know sports, bro. Y'all, I don't know why these personalities who are obsessed with themselves, who have superimposed egos, continue to get these great spots on TV. But these dumbass charts that Nick Wright do where he ranked quarterbacks, how do you have the Texans quarterback ranked higher than Lamar Jackson? How do you have any of them quarterbacks on that list ranked higher than Lamar Jackson? But excusing the Lamar Jackson, like, those are the things that's the problem. Nick Wright's constant hate for anybody who don't show LeBron James respect, ranking Trevor Lawrence as the 3rd best quarterback in NFL. Greg Jennings getting on TV saying that Daniel Jones is a top 10 quarterback and defending it. Bro, what's going on in sports media, bro? What the fuck is going on in sports media, bro? You got people who talked about the reason why undefeated boxers don't go out there and fight other undefeated boxers. And then Stephen A. Smith turn around and tell Earl Spence, who he keep calling Errol, and tell Earl Spence, you should retire after that loss. Giving credence as to why undefeated fighters don't go fight undefeated fighters. I mean, what is going on with the sports media? Pat McAfee. I'm watching him go at Jonathan Taylor and defend his owner, Jim Irsay, and it's no shock that Pat was eventually going to go down this sellout type of road where he'll turn into a Dana White. When you're around that type of thing so long, I eventually expect it to rub off on you too. When Pat McAfee had all these strong thoughts about bad people, I didn't see him come out with super strong thoughts on Dana White slapping his wife. Because that's his guy. He keep interviewing Dana White. It's a code, just not when you like somebody. If a black man had Dana White on their show, people would be up in arms. Pat McAfee have him on his show. ESPN keep him on the show. It's no problem. Because morals don't matter depending on who you are and what you can do for me. What's up with this sport media, bro? What's going on? I watched Pat McAfee take shots at Jonathan Taylor's agent and Jonathan Taylor, basically. At what point do players get to this point where they're willing to sell out and defend owners? You talking about staying out of another player's pockets? What are you doing? And for the people who continue to say, well, Jonathan Taylor didn't have the greatest season last year. That's not how this works. If that is how it works, then tell me why so many other good players who don't have great seasons get paid. Daniel Jones threw 15 touchdowns last year. He got paid, and you told me that was a great year. I can name a shit ton of other quarterbacks who threw more touchdowns than him last year, who we ain't dare putting in the top 10. Greg Jennings. And then Greg Jennings come out here and talk about, oh, well, Daniel Jones ain't had talent. It's real crazy how you hop to that excuse for quarterbacks rather than just looking at the tape. Because that is a valid excuse for some quarterbacks. They don't have talent. But let me let you in on something. Lamar Jackson ain't got talent, and he still done rose above that talent. We argue he don't got talent because we know what he could do if he actually was given a top flight receiver and wasn't having to do everything himself. Daniel Jones ain't over there for New York doing everything himself. You saying he don't got a top flight receiver because he needs somebody to keep him afloat. Not somebody to help his game get to the next level. Somebody to keep him as a starter. Because without one, he headed down that backup role. Lamar Jackson ain't headed down a backup role. So when you say he need help, that's different than when you say somebody already hanging on by a lifeline need help. Baker Mayfield had help. He's trash now. What's up with the media, bro? I am baffled. I am confused. And this is who people watch every day. This is who people get their information from. I'm baffled. Dan Orlovsky going on TV telling people that, as a matter of fact, it started with Dan, and now I'm seeing a whole bunch of other analysts get on TV and tell you that Justin Fields is going to have an MVP-like season. Why are you allowed to get on TV and say that without some type of proof to back up what he's going to do? Because people keep telling me he was better last year. Not throwing the ball, he wasn't. Justin Fields done been bad throwing the ball every year of his career so far. He was better at running last year, and that didn't equate to wins. So explain to me, what is Justin Fields shown you to make you think he's going to be an MVP candidate this year? Because we sling that term around, and not we, the sports media get to sling that term around. And then in a couple months, they'll follow it up by saying, oh, we sling this around too often. Explain to me, what's the tape? What's the film? Like Michael Lombardi said, I want to sit down with all these people who own Justin Fields about being this great, and I want to see what they see. He turned the ball over a lot. You keep telling me it's his offensive line. His offensive line is not a bigger problem as people want to make it seem. Justin Fields' line is not worse, in my opinion, than that Bengals offensive line. Justin Fields is not good in the pocket. He not good outside the pocket. He good when he can just read one thing and then take off. Even when he got one read plays that's open, he don't always hit it. He don't drive the football. He don't throw people open. If people ain't standing wide or running wide open, Justin Fields ain't throwing them the ball. And every game that he played last year that you keep saying, oh, well, they was in the game. Yeah, it was probably against a bad team. It was probably he got to throw the ball. He got to run around with the ball a lot, had the defense guessing. And once the defense knew that he had to throw it, he usually turned the ball over. But sure, off of just that, let's say he's going to be an MVP next season when people still doubt Lamar Jackson, who has been light years better than a Justin Fields. Been light years better than Kyler Murray, and people were still saying that Kyler Murray was better than Lamar. I'm baffled. I'm confused. What is going on with the sports media? You got people like Emmanuel Acho sitting in the media. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I had to think about the absolute worst analysts on TV, Nick Wright and Acho is so very clearly to me the absolute worst. It's not even close. The egos that they walk around with, the egos that they show on these shows, that I'm so much smarter than my co-hosts. I'm so much more brilliant. What I say goes. My thoughts are all that matters. When I see something, that's the definitive thing. What's up with sports media, man? Making these dudes feel like they know more than everybody else. Making these dudes think that they words and they thoughts are law. I see Emmanuel Acho go to bat for Baker Mayfield all the time. I see him still bring up Baker Mayfield to try to make excuses as to why Baker is better than other quarterbacks. It's very funny how it's got to be one thing, but it can never be another. So because this situation is this situation got to be that also. That's crazy to me. The stupidity displayed by these dudes in the media is breathtaking. Jeremy Fowler. He get to get on TV every opportunity he get and say, people I heard, people I talked to. Every opportunity he gets. Well, you know, the people I talked to. And you get to believe it. You just choose to believe it. Lamar Jackson said things out of his mouth that you said were lies. Jeremy Fowler got to get on TV. Oh, well, you know, the people I talked to who have nothing to do with Lamar and his camp said something. And you believed it. What's up with sports media? I'm looking at so many people in baseball media, like a Trevor Plouffe, who I really like, take shots at Fernando Tatis and question his greatness, talking about before the PEDs and this and that. Fernando, it's so funny to me how white people get to create these narratives around African American or people of color when they play sports. It's so funny to me. Every single time I see somebody bring up Deshaun Watson, the media can be disgusted. They can publicly be outraged by Deshaun Watson. Where that same outrage for Ben Roethlisberger? Huh? Peyton Manning had a case. Where that outrage against him for his college case? But every time you bring up Deshaun Watson, it's a problem. You can be disgusted. You can be outraged. I'm not defending Deshaun Watson. I'm asking you, where's that same outrage for Ben Roethlisberger and for the white people who mess up? Because I don't see their transgressions constantly brought to the forefront every time a player is brought up. But as soon as you talk about football, about Deshaun Watson, somebody can quickly change that conversation to, well, I don't really like the off-the-field person. And it's so funny to me that fans can continuously say that about players that have done nothing wrong. I'm not talking about Deshaun Watson. I'm talking about Fernando Tatis. I see so many so many fans talk, well, I'm not really a Tatis guy because, the type of human being he is, because people were heckling him in the stands and he decided to dance as a reaction. Instead of giving him the finger and cursing him back out so I can hate him even more, he didn't just stand there and take that shit talk. So I hate Fernando Tatis. He a bad person. What's up with sports, bro? What's up with fans, bro? What's up with the sports media, bro? Why do they not get on TV and tell you, Fernando Tatis, whether you believe he got popped, whether you believe it was wingworms or not, he never failed a drug test while playing. He never failed one after his suspension. He failed a drug test trying to recover to get back faster from an injury. And that's not just Fernando Tatis. People don't want to take blame when athletes mess up. When in actuality, do you think he'd try something different to get back quicker if not for the pressure on the fans saying, oh, we paid this dude a lot of money to be hurt? If not for the organization, oh, we paid this dude a lot of money to be hurt. From the pressure on himself, oh, they paid me a lot of money to not be hurt. But now, white guys can just change the narrative to, well, I don't know about this Fernando Tatis, man. He played when he was on PED. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. If Fernando Tatis Jr. had failed a drug test while playing, that would have come out. But for some reason, we can paint this story that Fernando Tatis is a bad person. I'm sick of you fans. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of the media half-assing stories that they choose to half-ass. This is crazy. I'm shocked more athletes don't sue for defamation of character. This is ridiculous. But then, let it be a white athlete that y'all like. And oh, my goodness. This is ridiculous. I'm just being honest with y'all. This is ridiculous. What's going on with the sports media, man? What's going on with the fans, man? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? I'm confused. I looked at some dude who was on Speak the other day talk about how Daniel Jones is about to have some breakout season and all this. What evidence do you have to support that? You can't just get on TV because you like a guy, because you hung around a guy. Because that was his exact words. I was with Daniel Jones last week. Just because you like a guy, just because you hang with a guy don't mean you should get on TV and lie to the fans. What has Daniel Jones shown you to make you believe he is about to have some breakout season? He's never done it before. But it always comes back to Lamar Jackson, because when you Lamar Jackson, you can have great seasons and still be questioned. What's going on with the sports media, man? I'm seeing people in the media agree with Austin Rivers about the NBA, man. This is not good for the NBA. Austin Rivers is not a superstar. His opinion does not matter in this situation. I see people get on TV and talk about this and that. Why haven't y'all talked about the NFLPA not getting rid of this fucking franchise tag? What's going on with the sports media, man? They on there pushing their own agendas, pushing their own podcasts, pushing their own shows. They ain't on TV. Bro, they are not on TV because of the passion. They love telling y'all about how athletes, they play for the money. They play for the money. What are these? What are we doing right now? What's up with sports media, man? This is crazy. It's baffling to me, to be quite honest with you. I am confused. I really am. I do not understand this nonsense is going. And I don't see too many people calling this crap out. I don't see enough people calling this crap out. But that's just my thoughts. With that being said, I appreciate y'all for joining me on another episode of Kicking It With Saint. Tell somebody you fuck with them. Tell somebody you love them. You can be anything in the world. Choose to be kind to somebody today. Like, subscribe, share. I love you. Saint out.
I got the moves like hot sauce. Lil' mama taking the top off. I'm laying down getting topped off. After this, she know she getting knocked off. I know she loving the money, so I keep on thumbing and thumbing. She say she horny when she taking shots, so I keep them coming and coming. Now I'm putting dick in the tummy. Scoop her up like I'm raking the something. You would think shawty red track, the way that she running and running. You getting dumber and dumber. You out here chasing the bone. After she finished from giving me dome, the Uber is taking her home. Tight.